Hello everyone. I'm back with the new album review. Last time I talked about The Unraveling from Rise Against. Today I'm going over the follow-up album, which was 2003's Revolutions Per Minute. Now, this album was recorded at the Blasting Room between November and December of 2002, and was released on October 8th, 2003. As you can see, the cover features a pair of headphones plugged into a hand grenade. Now, this album was produced by Bill Stevenson and Jason Livermore, and Bill Stevenson was once a drummer for Black Flag, which is one of the bands that Rise Against drew influence from. Juanita mentions that the Blasting Room is a recording studio in Fort Collins, Colorado. Now, to talk about the album itself. Now, this is the first Rise Against album to feature Tim McIlrath as the rhythm guitarist, not just the lead singer. The album also features a new lead guitarist by the name of Todd Monty, who had taken the place of Dan McClinsky. And now the album still mainly focuses on melodic hardcore with some elements of regular hardcore punk. This album seems to have a darker and more mature tone than its predecessor. Remember is that this album did help to popularize melodic hardcore, even influenced a lot of other bands. Now, it's received high praise from critics. Now, this is also the first of 4 anti-Bush albums that Rise Against had released between 2003 and 2008. The second was 2004's Siren Song of the Counterculture. The third was 2006's The Sufferer and the Witness. And their fourth and final anti-Bush album was 2008's Appeal to Reason. Now, I'll get to those other albums at a later date. But for now, we're going to be focusing on Revolutions Per Minute. Now, this album starts with the song Black Mass and Gasoline, which sounds like it's criticizing George W. Bush. Back in 2000s, it was all about protesting against then U.S. President George W. Bush. There are a lot of other bands and supergroups making songs and even entire albums protesting against the Bush administration. Rise Against were not the only band taking a stand against Bush, because there are other bands like Nine Inch Nails, Disturbed, Green Day, TSOL, System of a Down, Audioslave, and Pearl Jam were also doing the same thing. Nowadays, all taking a stand against the Trump administration, but I'll get to that at a later date. Now, the second song on this album is Heaven Knows, which has lyrics that deal with a personal strife. Dead Ringer has a really fast tempo to it, and focuses on regular hardcore punk rather than melodic hardcore. Halfway there is a song that's about the need for a real leader after questioning the actions of George W. Bush. Now, the song Like the Angel it's a love song which explains why it has a much softer tone to it. Blood, Red, White, and Blue is what I personally think is the best song on this album. It tends to focus on the conflicts between the 9/11 attacks, over patriotism, war crimes, and problems with the American justice system. It even has Tim McIlrath shouting, "God bless America," before he does a guitar solo at the end. Usually when a musician does a guitar solo, it's in the middle of the song, but this is one of those rare times where the guitar solo is towards the end of the song, which I think is pretty cool. Broken English tends to switch tempo. It even has some motivational lyrics within the chorus. Now, the song Last Chance Blueprint was essentially the band's escape song, and it even features audio from the film American Beauty. I haven't seen that movie, but I should probably check it out at some point. Now, To the Core is another fast-paced song focusing on hardcore punk. Which is interesting to know is that this album has a hidden bonus track at the end. That song is Any Way You Want It by Journey. This is actually a pretty good cover, and it even ended up on Rise Against's first compilation album, Long Forgotten Songs, B-Sides and Covers. But I'll get to this album at a later date. Overall, I think that Revolutions Per Minute is even better than its predecessor, and I highly recommend picking up this album and listening to it. And that's all I gotta say on this album. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Mick Lennon, and I'll be back with another review.